My name is Amina, and this is the story of the train that stole my life. I wasn't born lucky. Life, from the very beginning, felt like a battle I never chose to fight. When I was young, I dreamed of small things: a happy family, a peaceful home, maybe a little garden behind my house. But dreams, they don't always come true, do they? I got married at 20. My husband, Hassan, was a kind man. He worked as a laborer in a nearby town. We didn't have much, but we had each other. And then, after years of waiting, our little boy, Yasir, was born. He was 7 when everything changed. We were already poor. Most nights I'd sleep hungry so my son could eat. But then Hassan got sick, very sick. We couldn't afford a doctor. I tried everything, borrowed money, begged for help, but no one cared. And one night, he was gone. Just like that, I became a widow. No money, no job, only a child and a heart full of pain. One day, I heard about a job in Khartoum, the capital. They said it paid enough for food and rent. So, I decided to go. I packed our small bag, 2 sets of clothes, 1 photo of my husband, and the little wooden toy camel that Yasir loved. When we reached the railway station, I felt nervous, but also hopeful. Maybe this was the start of something new. Maybe life was finally going to be kind. The platform was crowded, people shouting, trains whistling, bags everywhere. I held Yasir's tiny hand tightly. He looked up at me and said, "Mama, will Baba see us from heaven?" I smiled with tears in my eyes. "Yes, baby, he will, and he'll be proud of us." Then the train arrived. We pushed through the crowd to get inside. People were rushing, shouting, pushing from every direction. My bag fell. I bent down to pick it up, and when I stood up again, Yasir was gone. At first, I thought he was behind me. Then I thought maybe he was already inside the train. I ran in, shouting his name, "Yasir! Yasir!" No answer. I searched every compartment, every seat, every corner. He wasn't there. The train started moving. I jumped off before it left the station. I ran across the platform again and again, my heart beating like thunder. But my son had disappeared into thin air. Days passed, then weeks, then months. I went to the police station again and again. I showed them his photo. I begged them to find him, but they didn't care. They said maybe the boy ran away. Maybe he got lost. Maybe he was gone forever. I never gave up. I stayed near the station for months. I asked every traveler, every porter, every child. Some said they saw a boy crying near the tracks. Some said a man took a child away, but I never found him. Years passed. My hair turned gray before I even realized it. I stopped counting time. But deep inside, I believed he will come back. One day, he'll knock on the door and say, "Mama, I'm home." I returned to my old village house, the same cracked walls, the same dusty window. Every evening, I lit a small lamp near the photo of my husband and prayed. I prayed for my boy, for his safety, for his return. It was the year 2023. By then, the world had changed. People were talking to machines. Phones could find anyone. But I had no phone, no electricity sometimes, only memories. Then one day, a young man came to the village to install internet lines. He said, "Auntie, why don't you use Google Map? You can find any place now." I smiled. I didn't understand much, but somewhere far away, my son was growing up in the same world, a world connected by the internet. Now let's go back to Yasir. That day at the station, someone had taken him away. He was just 7. He cried for his mother, but no one helped. He was later found by an old man in another city who raised him like his own son. He went to school, worked hard, learned computers, and always wondered, who am I? Where is my real mother? One day, when he was 25, he found an old newspaper online about a missing boy from a small Sudanese village many years ago. There was a photo of a woman holding her son near the train. Something inside him broke. He knew that woman. He knew that face. He used Google Maps to find the village. He saved enough money, and he came back home. It was a quiet morning. I was sitting near the window, as always, staring at the road. A motorbike stopped near the gate. A young man got off. He looked tall, strong, with eyes full of something I couldn't name. He walked slowly toward me, and then he said, "Mama?" I froze. My heart forgot how to beat. Tears filled my eyes before my mind could believe it. I whispered, "Yasir?" He nodded. We both ran toward each other, and in that moment, the world stopped. I held him tight, tighter than I ever had before. I felt his heartbeat, his warmth, his breath. For years, I had prayed for that sound, and now it was real.